useless to resist. Don't let yourself be destroyed as Obi-Wan did. There is no escape. Don't make me destroy you. Luke, you do not yet realize your importance. You have only begun to discover your power. Join me, and I will complete your training. With our combined strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy. I'll never join you! If you only knew the power of the dark side. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. He told me enough. He told me you killed him. No. I am your father. No. It's not true. That's impossible. Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed my little movie I put together. I thought we'd take a quick look at the action figures that I'm going to use for the diorama. These are the 2001-2002 Saga collection. These are the figures that I bought at the big Star Wars yard sale I went to a while back, and I was excited at the yard sale when I seen these, because I knew that I always wanted to make a good diorama of the Bespin Duel. The Vader comes with this this accessory here, a vertical support. It actually has the to where you can cut it in half. This Vader is more or less what you see is what you get. There's a very, very limited articulation. No elbow movement whatsoever. This part of the hard plastic cape does come off, and it also reveals a button in the back for movement, which the upper body of this figure is really, really loose, and I don't know if they're all supposed to be like that, but I know that this one is really loose. And this Vader also has, which I'm sure you've seen in the still shots, red eyes. But overall, it's an excellent figure for a scene or diorama. Okay, the Bespin Luke that came with this pack. There's the packaging it came in. The accessories it came with is a lightsaber and a removable hand. Now all this right here is on a magnetic peg, so it just steps back in, and it came with a tourniquet, and this other accessory is what they're calling a Weathervane, and it comes apart in a couple of different pieces, which is really detailed, and technically I know this was outside Bespin at where he was hanging upside down, but I decided to use this in the diorama just due to the fact that it had so many great details on it. And you can take this part of it and put it in there and stick it to any surface and leave him hanging upside down on it, which I thought that was a nice feature to add also. The Luke also comes with a one of the nicer blasters I think I've seen on any figures that I have. and a nice holster. And you also see it comes with the big peg in the back for the action feature for him fighting with a sword. I like this figure a lot. The articulation on it's not real good. You know, it's an older figure. It's got the old swivel elbows, but the face and the hair look like, you know, he's sweaty, blood around the nose and around the forehead, to where you know, he's been fighting with Vader. So I like these. I'm glad I found them, and we'll come right back and we'll take a little closer look at the diorama. Okay guys, here's some of the supplies that I came up with for the diorama. These are covers for antennas for remote control vehicles, and this is actually part of the set that came with the Darth Vader from part of the action scene. And this is a plastic accessory you put in top of a 1 gallon paint can to wipe your brush off and keep it from dripping. And for the top of that, I've cut out some poster board. And for the rail going out, I've just cut the top of a box lid off, and this is something I found in my building along with that. And this was the second, or excuse me, this is part of the accessory pieces that came with the Bespin Luke Skywalker. And these are some pieces that I'm going to paint a different color and put along the side here. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with these yet. These are just wire nuts. And I've cut some pencils in half, and I may put some along the side over here on this side. I haven't made up my mind yet. But basically it's just, that's all I've used is wire and tape so far. Like I said, this is the first, my first try at a diorama, and there's the part of the background. And here's what I'm taking all this from this scene right here. So thought we'd take a look at this before I paint everything, and after I get it all painted, put back together, we'll come back and take a look at it. Okay guys, here it is completed. I went in many different directions with this, and this is finally what I've came up with. And this is not the way that I'm going to have it displayed. I'm actually going to cut it down just a little bit to make it fit inside of the of my detolf case. I'll be doing away with a lot of this black. The sides will still be long enough to fit inside the case. As far as the accessories goes that came with the Saga packs, here is the Weathervane. And here is the support that's been cut in half. Actually, I already had this piece on the diorama, so I couldn't show that earlier, but that's the front gate leading across to this part here. and it simply just attaches like this. And now once you have those on there, all I need to do is to set up Vader and Luke. And that's pretty much it. I'm happy with the way that it turned out. Like I said, as far as supplies goes, I never did use, I bought some real, something similar to super glue, but I never used it. I used a glue stick for the print off for the back here, and poster board, which everybody knows what poster board is. That's poster board down there too. Actually, Budget Jedi, I sent him some early pictures, I guess you could say, and I had it actually construction paper down, and it wasn't exactly a dark black, and he suggested I use something blacker, a little bit darker, and it come out good. So thanks for the input on that, and also thank you for your inspiration. You really have some great ideas and dioramas, and have really inspired me in a different way of actually collecting and making these different things. And as far as the back here, what it's being stood up by, or these little clips here, I painted those black also, and that's just something that comes with a board game for different characters for that. And the wire, that's basically my only expense, because I had everything else here at home to make this out of. So I had an idea about making more detail on it, but less is more sometimes, I think, and I think it come out looking good. Actually, I'm really proud of it. If you got any questions, guys, I'll try to answer them the best I can. But like I said, this is my first go at a diorama, and I'm going to have this. I'm not actually going to put this part in my detolf case, just due to the fact that I painted this with a black paint out of a spray can. It does have that that paint smell. I'm going to see if I can find some jet black poster board paper, and then cut it to the right dimensions for my detolf case, and I'll have this on display for a while anyway. I think it come out looking good, and this is also my favorite. I think my favorite scene from all the movies. You know, this was the leading factor for him, and turned out to be for him as well. Also, a big pivotal point in as far as the original trilogies the movie goes. Anyway, real dramatic scene. And like I said, I'm glad the way it turned out. I know this video is probably going to be a little bit long, but guys, if you got any questions, just ask me. And thanks again, Budget Jedi, for all your inspiration. And that's all I have today for my Star Wars collections.